everybody, welcome to the vlog. So today is kind of an exciting day because we're heading to a doctor's appointment, which we go every week now, but we're actually I'm going to get checked today for dilation, and also they're going to check, they said, the baby's size again because he has measured a little bit bigger in the past, and so they don't think it's going to be anything like where, you know, induction is necessary or anything like that. That's what they said last time, that they figured he's probably not that big, but just in case they're checking today, and I guess this will be like for sure when we know that he is actually not so big that they might need to do something, but they don't think that he will be. He's measured like a week ahead, so he may be a little bit bigger than normal, but not like massive is what they're thinking. Those estimates I know can be very far off, but so we are checking for dilation today, which I'm excited about. If you missed recent vlogs, I did lose my mucus plug, so I'm thinking maybe that means I might be dilating a little bit, or at least like effaced a little bit, or I think something is happening. I'm 38 weeks and 2 days, so we are very, very close. Literally, we could have him at any point, but I'm hoping today kind of gives us a, you know, estimate of about how long maybe we have. I know you never know. I could not be dilated at all today and go into labor tonight. That happens to people. Some people don't dilate until they go into labor, but then some people do ahead of time. So yeah, you just never know what could happen at this point in pregnancy. It's a really weird time because I could have weeks left or I could have minutes. I mean, you really never know. So yeah, if you're new around here, my name is Rose. My husband and I, he's driving me today, we did IVF to conceive this baby. And so yeah, we're just really excited. This is our miracle, and we're just excited to experience everything. I was saying on Instagram yesterday that I'm so excited to experience labor and delivery. That's one of the reasons that I wanted so badly to experience a pregnancy. Of course, I want to be a mom, but also I wanted to experience all these things. And so the labor and delivery and breastfeeding and all those kind of things I'm really, truly excited about. I think that God created us to do this, and you know, what a privilege it is as women to be able to do that. And so anyway, we're on our way to the doctor right now. We'll be there in a few minutes. Baby's moving around like crazy this morning. Hopefully they can get a little measurement of him or something, because sometimes he's a little bit too wild to really measure. That's another thing. I don't even know how accurate they're able to get these measurements because he doesn't stop moving. But anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna let you guys know. I asked on Instagram last night on my stories. If you don't follow me, go follow me on Instagram. But I asked if anybody, like, who was dilated at 38 weeks, and the majority right now said that they were, but a lot did say no. I had actually quite a few women, which is super helpful. I like to know everybody's experience. I had quite a few people voting on there, and quite a few did say they were not, but the majority right now did say that they were dilated at 38 weeks. And I know some people prefer not to be checked. It really doesn't, like, you don't have to be. You can tell them no, and there's no problem with that. And there's really no reason to be, honestly, other than just giving you an idea. It doesn't do anything. But I just like to know what's going on with my body. So anyway, I gotta put my camera down so he can see. It's about 7 something. That's what I thought he would be.
He doesn't see anything though.
No, but he judges that on my size probably. Okay guys, got a good update. Let me call Mom. I'm gonna tell her.
How fast I can hang up?
I wanted to record the call. Calling Mom. Well, I'm in labor.
You are not.
Yeah, I'm heading over there right now. He said it's gonna happen today.
No, it's not.
Well, but listen to this. You're about ready to pee yourself. You're gonna have to come out here earlier than you think you are.
Yeah?
Yep, I'm a centimeter dilated, 60% effaced. The baby's at a station 3, which means he's moving down pretty good. And the doctor said I'd say you've got about a week. He said by next week you're probably gonna be about ready.
Yeah.
He said that he didn't do an ultrasound today. He said they will next week if I make it to that point. At this point, he's just basically acting like I might not even make it to the next appointment. But he said that he would estimate right now, based on everything, that the baby is probably 7 pounds something. He said, so you're not dealing with a 9-pound baby. He don't even think he thinks by next week he'll be close to 8, but still in the 7s. He showed, which I already know all this, but he showed, you know, how thick a cervix should be. And he showed about how mine is right now, and he said it's thinned out quite a bit. And he said that's a great thing. He said that pressure that you're feeling, pain that you're feeling, he said that's what that is. It's the baby is thinning out your cervix. His head is pressing.
When he says a week, does he mean like next Friday or Monday?
Well, he thinks I've got like a week from today. Within the next week, I'd say, is what he's saying. Because he even said, if your water breaks, call us. And they don't normally tell me that stuff, but we don't know. I mean, it could be, since I'm already dilating and already effaced, I could essentially just go into labor. I mean, you can without being dilated, but especially now. So it could be any time, but he thinks I've got a week. Okay, so we're moving and grooving. We've got, we're 1 centimeter dilated, 60% effaced, and he said that we're at station 3, which I want to look that up. That's the one thing I don't really know much about. And I think it has something to do with the positioning of the head. He didn't explain that part to me. But I knew about the other stuff. He did explain like what effacement was and all that, but I did know that. Just, I'm a researcher. I like to know everything like that. But anyway, he said that's really good. He said that's exactly what they would want. And the nurse was in there and she's like, oh, that's really good. They seem to really, especially with the fact that I'm 60% effaced, he said that was really good. And that he gives it a week, which I didn't expect that, honestly. I knew I'd be dilated. I just had that feeling with losing the mucus plug and all of that. It doesn't shock me. But he thinks that basically I probably won't go longer than a week, which I'm happy about. I'm going to miss pregnancy. I love pregnancy. I'll have a whole emotional time with you guys later about that because I want to have some of my feelings documented. But I really don't want to be induced, to be honest with you guys, at all. So the fact that I will probably have the baby before 40 weeks makes me feel really good, because I know if I go beyond 40, they're going to want to induce me, and I really don't want that. So, yeah, it looks like next week. Oh my gosh, Manny, next week. Next week. Like a week from now. We could be, I mean, today we could be. At this point, he said that too. Obviously, he doesn't know the moment we're going to go into labor. So, you know, it could be today. He said if your water breaks or you start having really painful contractions or anything like that, then, you know, call, obviously. But we're going to plan on probably maybe next week. So he said -3?
No, that's 3. You said 3.
He said station 3, but that's +3 and -3, so I don't know.
3 would mean plus. He wouldn't.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. So it'll be +3. So station is within the birth canal. So his head is in the birth canal, which does not surprise me, you guys. I've told you, I feel that little head down there. I know where his head is, and that's one reason I thought I'd be dilated. All this lightning crotch, all this pressure in my pelvis, and the doctor said that. He said all the pressure and stuff that you're feeling is the baby basically thinning out your cervix. His head is pressing on your cervix and it's making it thin. He showed me about how thick a cervix is normally and about how mine would be right now, and it's significantly thinner. So obviously your cervix has to thin out. It gets to 100% effaced, and your dilation gets to 10. So I'm 1 centimeter right now, which is just the beginning, obviously, of dilating. But I mean, that can progress quickly. That can be, you could be not dilated and go into labor. So that really doesn't matter, but it's a great sign that I am, you know what I mean? Like, it's a really good sign that I am dilating because things are happening. So I'm going to see today because he checked me. He checked my cervix, and I want to see if I have some contractions because I know a lot of people say that happens to them. So we're going to run into Walmart. We went and got some food on the way home. Oh, he is large. I'm so excited today. I came home and called my mom, been talking to my sister. I just can't believe, it's just like everything is flying by. I just can't. I told my sister, I feel like this is like the beginning of the whole like my baby's growing up fast thing that moms always talk about. I feel like this is the beginning of that, because I feel like I should, like, how am I already almost done with the pregnancy? You know what I mean? And then, like, we move on to a different stage already where he's a newborn. And then he grows up. Like, I feel like that's such a mom thing to think. But it's, like, crazy that literally we're already almost to a new part of this whole journey. And we'll never be at this part again. I mean, you know, hopefully I'll experience another pregnancy and everything. But I'll never experience this pregnancy with this baby again. And so that's just like crazy to me how fast things move, you know, like I was looking at my Instagram story and I have a story for the baby, like a highlight for the baby. And it's like I have a 10-week ultrasound on there of hearing, or not 10-week, 7-week ultrasound on there. I have 10-week too, but 7-week of hearing the heartbeat for the first time. And that seemed like June was 5 years away, you know. I mean, in a good way, I love pregnancy, but it just seemed like it'll be a long time, you know, before this happens. And then now it seems like it's been 5 minutes, and, you know, we were just going to the IVF clinic just a few days ago, it feels like, and it's been months, and it's just wild. So yeah, enjoy every moment. I'm still gonna enjoy every moment. I'm not gonna get in my head of like, well, it's almost done, so I'm just gonna kind of act as if it is. I am enjoying every moment of this pregnancy because I may only have a few more moments left. Talking to my mom about when my mom and dad are coming to help out and everything, and to really just to meet the baby. I was saying it's not like I'm the type of mom that would like hand off my baby like after I have him for anybody to really help, because Manny and I both will be so attached, and I know that. So they're mostly coming to meet him, and they'll be super helpful, like with, you know, especially my mom is like the cleanest person ever, and so I know she's gonna be really helpful with like the house and stuff, but I mostly just want to see him, you know, and get for them to meet the baby and everything. So we're planning that, and it's just hard to plan because when you don't live close to family, it's hard to plan like time frames of when everybody's going to come, when we really don't know when I'm going to have the baby, you know. And my mom wants to be here a little bit before, but hopefully that'll work out. So it's crazy.
Okay.
Hmm?
You got to say for yourself for this time of the day.
I'm tired and I have 2 contractions. I'm tired and I had 2 contractions. It's a pretty sunset. Like really pretty.
You can see inside our house.
It's nice over there, but we are going on a little walk. You know, you live in Texas when you, or really anywhere in the South, when you have to wait until it's literally almost dark to be able to handle going on a walk. Ginger's trying to come with us. Oh, she's back there. Ginger's the cat. But anyway, it's like so hot outside right now in Texas. You guys have probably been hearing that because there's like, you're supposed to sit like conserve energy or something because of how hot it is. They don't even want you to use your air conditioner, and nobody is going to do that because it's 100 degrees every day. Anyway, she's literally trying to go with us. She likes to go. She likes to go on walks. It's really pretty though over there.
We're not on that grid though, that power grid.
And apparently we're not on that power grid that wants you to save your energy and everything like that. If we were, I probably wouldn't do it anyway, but what?
So most of Texas, like legitimately most of Texas is.
Most of Texas is on it. Yeah, I thought honestly like everybody was, because everybody was talking about it. Even people around here were talking about it, but maybe they're not either. Anyway, we're going on a walk because I want to start walking every evening before going into labor. I know that's supposed to be good. So I want to do that. I don't even have my watch on to get some credit for this, for this exercise.
Your phone will pick up.
Huh?
Your phone will pick up the steps.
Okay. So Manny, how are you feeling about everything?
Feeling great.
How are you feeling about just like this time next week even, or this time tomorrow even? I mean, at this point, at any time. Is your car coming? We could, tonight, yeah. We could have a little
good.
guy. You feel good?
Yep, I'm ready.
Ready?
Yep. Do it.
I'm gonna to focus. We have been getting a lot of things ready. Manny's been doing a lot of things. We're excited. We're ready for this, aren't we?
Yeah. It's exciting.
It's exciting. Everybody keeps asking about the baby's name.
We ain't gonna tell you.
No, not gonna tell any names, but
We don't really know.
it's not like I think some people just think we like act like we haven't even thought about it or something. That's not true. We've had names for years because we tried to get pregnant for 4 years. So it's not like he isn't gonna have a name. It'll be within minutes probably of having him that he officially gets a name. But I always just felt like we both kind of felt like we wanted to wait until we saw him. We have 2 names that we honestly like equally. And the boy names are actually easier for us. So we had 2 names that we loved and still love them. And we may use, I would honestly say if we have 2 boys, we'll use both of them. I don't think we'll ever stop liking either one. So I didn't want to just say one and have everybody calling him that and whatever, and then have him and think, no, this other name just suits him or it just feels right. I'm a feeler kind of person, you know, if it feels right, I'll know. So that's kind of what we're doing. I did say also, I've had a couple contractions today. And I've not really had like noticeable, I've had some things that I was like, that probably was one. Maybe like a little Braxton Hicks, but not anything major. But today I actually had a couple that were like really noticeable. And I think probably because he checked my cervix. That's probably the reason. So, because I know people say that can kind of trigger some if you haven't had them before, or if you haven't had much. Some people even say it like can trigger labor. I don't know if that's true, but they will think it can. Which is why some people don't like to be checked too early and stuff. But I'm having like a cramp on my side right now. My cat is literally still coming with us. She's back there. She literally goes on walks with us like a dog. But anyway, it's such a nice night. This is like the perfect time, I think. Don't you think? to go on walks.
If you want to go on a walk, then yeah.
This is the only time that you can go on a walk. My side is cramping really bad.
Yeah.
Because I got a 7-pound little guy. That's another thing. I don't know if I told you guys.
Like a core.
Yeah, it did get cooler. They said that the guy, he didn't do, I think I did tell you that. The doctor, the doctor didn't do an ultrasound today, which they actually said they were going to, but he said he estimates that he's probably like low 7s right now as far as weight, and that next week he'll be like higher 7s. So he doesn't think I'll be pushing out a 9-pound baby, which is good. I want him to be healthy. I mean, if he needs to be 9 pounds, then have him be 9 pounds. But I don't want a C-section. I don't know a lot of people that do. And I don't want an induction. I think it definitely would raise the risk of a C-section, and I don't want that. So that's a good size, 7 something, or even 8. It's fine with me. I mean, any size is fine with me. But so yeah, we're about to turn around, I think, and go home.
He literally acts like a dog.
Mm-hmm. Come on.
She's like, why are you not coming?
Come on. She's just waiting for me.
Come on, buddy. She probably like tried to stop the car or something so we can cross the road. It's like, you ain't going up.
There's a dog going crazy, and Ginger's looking for it. Ginger's not scared of dogs, though. She's like a little scrapper, but then she ran in front of a car when it was the stop sign and wouldn't let it go. It looked like we were definitely on a walk with our cat. They were probably thinking, these people are very strange.
She wouldn't let go until we passed.
Yeah, she wouldn't get out from in front of the car until we passed the car. So she was like trying to stop the car for us, I'm pretty sure. She's our little buddy. Anyway, that literally wore me out and I walked down the road, so that's good. Just really tired. But it makes me feel better to get some like walking in and stuff like that. Yeah, anyway, we're feeling good. I don't know where she went. Behind me. She's just stuck right with us the whole time. Okay, so we are back inside after our walk, drinking some cold water. It was actually really nice to get out. But anyway, I've noticed like my stomach is really heavy. Like when I'm laying down particularly, I have to prop it up now. I always did before just because I felt like I should, so it's not just hanging there. But now it's like I can't like not do that. It's very uncomfortable to just lay with 7 pounds and really more than that because you have like obviously placenta and everything. Alexa, living room lights 100%. Okay, so anyway, you have obviously like placenta and everything, so, and extra blood and fluid and all these, so it's really like you're carrying around a lot more than just baby. But anyway, so yeah, when I lay on my side, which is how I have to sleep because you're not supposed to sleep on your back, obviously you can't sleep on your stomach, it's like dragging me over if it's not propped up on something. So it's definitely just feeling very heavy and all of that. I need to tomorrow film a pregnancy update. I might even, just because I feel like I'm so close, I might even just go ahead and update to where I am right now because there may not be able to be another one. Anyway, yeah, I'm just feeling like excited, like so excited to meet the baby and so excited to see what he looks like and to hold him and to start a whole new chapter of being parents, of being, you know, a mom and a dad. Like it's such a huge blessing. It's what we've prayed for all these years, and I literally cannot fathom that we are within hours or days of this happening. I mean, we're already parents. We already have this baby. We're already taking care of him. But, you know, to actually see him and hold him and, you know, feed him and like all of these things I've looked so forward to. It's hard to imagine when you've had years of just this not happening. It's so hard to just like even fathom that this is real life and this is really happening and everything's going exactly like it should, and there is no longer, you know, just bad news at doctor's appointments and all these things. Like things are normal now, you know, and it's really crazy. And it's such a blessing. It's like I'll never take this for granted. Being pregnant these past 9 months has really been the absolute time of my life. Like you can ask anybody around me. I don't just say it for videos and then complain when I shut the camera off. I really loved it. I really love it. I am just so excited, and I've just felt like this is what I have been supposed to do for my whole life. Like this is it. You know, like it all comes down to this. And I know that's how it's going to feel when I finally do, you know, give birth. Where it's like, this is what I was designed to do. That's what I was saying on Instagram the other day. My body was made for this. It was created to give birth to this baby. And I'm the only one that can do it, you know. And that gives me like a level of confidence and assurance, I think, in myself going into this, you know, time of giving birth and waiting to give birth and this whole time that we're in that can be stressful. You know, to some people it can be nerve-wracking, and I understand that. I mean, of course, it's, you know, it's something that it makes sense if you're nervous, but I'm just truly very excited. I always wanted to give birth. I always wanted to have that experience. I always wanted to experience these things that I'm about to experience. And so I said on Instagram, I'm just not going to go into it with a negative mindset or with a fearful mindset. Of course, thoughts cross my mind, or it's like, oh my gosh, this is really going to happen. Like, there's only one way out, you know, like this is going to happen. But at the same time, I'm just truly so excited about it. And I really feel like I was created for this. And you know, for the women that are watching and maybe pregnant women or women that will be pregnant or whatever, trying to get pregnant, you were created for the same thing. And so you can do it. And I'm really going to miss it. I'm going to miss pregnancy. I know some people like don't get that because a lot of people don't have the easiest pregnancy. Some people just don't like being pregnant. They like the outcome, but they don't really like the pregnancy. But I truly have loved it, and I hope that I'll get to experience it again. When you go through infertility, it's hard to, you know, get your hopes up for that kind of thing, I think. It's, if I'm being real. But lately I've just been thinking, like, I saw God do it this time, So why would I even imagine that he couldn't do it again? You know, he can do whatever he wants to do. And so I'm just believing that he knows exactly what I need. You know, he knows exactly the desires of my heart. And one way or another, you know, I'm going to have more babies. And so I'm just putting it in his hands. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. I'm actually going to edit this just here in a few minutes because I want to stay on top of the videos and get them edited. That way, if we go into labor like sometime during the night or something, I won't have to like have another video to edit. I'm going to try to make sure that that labor video can come as quickly as possible because I know I'm not going to be able to wait to share him and all that. So anyway, that is a little update for 38 weeks. Could be any time now. We appreciate the prayers. We appreciate everybody that's sharing good stories, good positive birth stories. I know not everybody has that, and I'm totally about being real and being open about your story. But it really has been helpful. All the women that have come to me and like told me, hey, I did it like this. And this is, you know, it was so beautiful. It was so amazing. It was the greatest day ever. It's just really nice. And I know it's going to be incredible. So thank you to everybody for praying, for sharing your stories, for all of the encouragement we've gotten. People have really rallied around us in this pregnancy and really shown us, I think, like there are a lot of people who truly do care about us. And that really humbles us and is really incredible. So thank you to everybody who has been just really good friends, whether you're in our personal life or, you know, commenting here, you know, in our YouTube world, in this space. It means so much. And so we really appreciate it. But thank you for watching. Remember, you are incredible. Jesus loves you so much. And we'll see you in the next one. Maybe it'll be a labor video. Who knows? We'll see you in the next one. Bye.